thanks for joining me. This is Jessie, and this is my channel, The Caffeinated Bookworm, and I am here to finally give you my book haul. Now, this is a quite substantial book haul because it's going to include July and August, maybe some June. I can't remember when the last time I did a book haul was. So, the first one I'm going to share is the only book that I brought back from San Antonio with me that I didn't take with me to begin with. And that is The Lebanese Grandmother. Now, this is an autobiography by Mammy Hara Walton. Now, I got this as a gift from my friend Sherry Beard, whose maiden name is Harrow. And if I could find the title page, I will show you that Sherry and her husband Don actually signed it for me, and they wrote some little notes. They're some good friends from back in Texas. We met them at First Baptist Church of Casterville. Good friends. This is a really interesting book, by the way, because I've already read it, and just the story of this woman who grew up in around the same place that I lived at. She lived in Fredericksburg, Texas, and she lived in Corpus Christi, Texas. It's really, really fascinating. She lived through the Depression. She's very handy, more so than I think maybe a lot of people expected out of her, having lived in that time. Really, really interesting book. And it really inspired me to maybe make one of these books, because this was written for her family, and then her great granddaughter made a copy, which was in a previous issue. She made a copy for her mother, which is my friend Sherry. So, and you can kind of see the versions here. See, this is the original version that Mammy had just self-published. This is the one that my friend's daughter had republished, and then this is this one. This one is the one that Sherry's been working on. And she said she really buckled down and got it worked on during the COVID shutdown. And she had, I think she said 96 orders of the book from people who are, family, before she even finished it. And she had been working on it for a while too. So before it came out, she asked, if anybody had wanted a refund, because they had ordered it like years ago, I think 2 years ago. And everybody's like, nope, we still want it. And so I got a copy of it. I feel special. So these next couple of books I got from Amish country. So John's sisters and I went to Amish country the Friday before. John and I took our family on vacation in Texas, and I forgot the name of the town that we were in. I think it's Wheelersburg, maybe Millersburg. But I got these up there, and I got the first and second books in the Hardy Boys, and I got the first book in Nancy Drew. I was really excited about that. I don't know what I did with them, but I also got some Louis L'Amour books there. Unfortunately, they're not here at the moment. Louis L'Amour, Lonely on the Mountain. Ooh, this one, Bird Life Stories. I got this one at the flea market here in Delaware, Ohio. The Seeing Stone, Kindred by Octavia Butler. Flowers for Algernon. I had entered to participate in Grab-A-Galley this year, and I don't know if you've ever participated in that, but they give you like a list of books that are available in Grab-A-Galley, and you might get them, you might not. I got a lot on ebook, and so I'm not including any of my ebooks here, but I did get Blind Tiger by Sandra Brown. That one I got as a physical copy. I also got Fight Night as a physical copy. This is also from Grab-A-Galley, and these came with letters from the publisher too. I also got The Wish by Nicholas Sparks, The Deep End of the Ocean, Anne of Green Gables, The Lurker of the Threshold by H.P. Lovecraft. I got The Black Cauldron. Ta-da! The Lonesome Gods. What's the likelihood I'm going to get through this video before I have to go back from lunch? I swear it's been a week. So we moved this summer. Oh, and as you can tell, I'm in my new office. I finally moved out of my father-in-law's house as far as my office is concerned, and to my own office, my own house. So my friend Jazz, her mother died, and she was looking through her storage facility, and she found 10 boxes of books. Now, most of these books were Danielle Steele. There's a lot of authors that I don't read. I kept 2 boxes. My sister-in-law Jessie took 3 boxes. My sister-in-law Shelly took like a bag. It wasn't that much. We thought she was gonna like go crazy because I think she reads those authors more than we do. And then I got 2 boxes, and so these are from those boxes. I got Heather Graham Ghost Walk, Isaac Asimov, The Great Science Fiction Story 17, Rosamund Pilcher. I've never read any of her. The Shell Seeker sounded good though. Gary Paulson, Brian's Winter, Mist and the Magic, All the Pretty Girls by J.T. Ellison, Relic by Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child, The First Family by Mike Dash. I'm going to tell you a story in a second here about Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child and their upcoming book. Wisdom and Inspiration, sounded interesting. The Book of the Dead, Predator, Cause of Death, and then I have another Mary Higgins Clark, Daddy's Little Girl, Sandra Brown, Rainwater, 1001 Recipes, Short, Easy, and Inexpensive, Mary Higgins Clark, The Christmas Thief, David Baldacci, The Collectors. There was a lot of David Baldacci in there. I didn't really keep anything other than that one. Pretend You Don't See Her by Mary Higgins Clark, Buffalo Seekers, a novel of the Dakota. I didn't realize this when I was going through the books. Pretend You Don't See Her Again by Mary Higgins Clark. I have 2 copies of that. While My Pretty Ones Sleep by Mary Higgins Clark. And there's Mary Higgins Clark, Just Take My Heart. Mary Higgins Clark, Before I Say Goodbye. Nicholas Sparks, At First Sight. Robert Ludlum, The Bourne Ultimatum. My Brother Sam Is Dead by James Lincoln Collier and Christopher Collier. John Grisham, The Summons. Rattlesnake Romeo, which is, I guess, a true crime. Sharon Sala, Dark Water. Barbara Delinsky, Coast Road, and Patricia Cornwell, Postmortem. So I don't know if you can see like these books. They have those books now. It's awesome. So about the Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child book before I get to this last set of books. So I got an email. Now I ordered this upcoming book Bloodless in March, and so I was expecting it to be sent the day that it was released, which was August 17th. But yesterday, oh, that's today. Yesterday I got an email saying that the mailing had been delayed because the set of postcards that was supposed to have come with the book, the artist they had originally contracted to make the postcards died, and then the second artist that they had contracted to make the postcards disappeared. Allegedly, the third artist has come through, and they are going to be mailed shortly. That's such an interesting thing right there. I told my friend Carol about it, and she's like, wow, it's like the Pendergast fanfic is writing themselves. Now, this next set of books I ordered at the beginning of July, and they were supposed to be here the day that we left for our vacation to Texas, and they weren't. And then I came back and I emailed the seller, and then I got a hold of eBay because I bought them on eBay. I'm like, hey, I haven't received my stuff yet. And he's like, well, I sent them. You chose medium mail. I was like, well, I didn't realize that I had a choice between medium mail and first class, and I didn't. But he opened up a case with the Postal Service. The Postal Service said they lost it. And then we got a refund of the money that we paid for this. And I didn't want the refund. I wrote back to the seller. I was like, look, I appreciate you, I guess preempting what appears to be the inevitable at this point. and sending me the refund. But I want you to know that I fully intend on keeping these books if I get them in, and I need to know where to send you your money. He's like, well, if you get them in, I will give you my PayPal. And so a month later, I got these in Thursday or Friday of last week. I get a delivery notification because I had signed up for delivery notifications from the post office. I get a delivery notification that I have a package delivered, and I'm like, I wasn't expecting any packages. Oh, it's the books. Yes, it was the books. I got the entire set of The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. They are all hardcover. 10 of them are first editions, and let me just put this in there. And in addition to the books, which includes the prequel, I also got the companion book, and this all came in the same order that had gotten lost in the mail for a month. And he packed it really good. He really did, because it looked like the box had gotten rained on. And bounced around a little bit, but the way he packed them, they came pretty good. And it also comes with a D20 magazine, the Wheel of Time edition. I was so happy that I got them in. And so that is, I think, the end of my book haul. There's a few probably books that I threw up on my bookshelf when I brought them home from like Goodwill or something that aren't here. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. This is probably going to be the last one for a while, because when I brought home my books from my father-in-law's house, because I had a lot of books over there, I realized this house is not as big as I thought it was. I don't have nearly as many bookshelves as I need. I don't know what to do with all the books. So, and this is a good problem to have, right? But I'm going to have to find room for the books that I have before I keep buying more books, and so this is it for a while. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe below. Have a wonderful day.